AITA for calling my 8-year-old selfish. I have 3 kids. 7, 8, 10. And my sister has 2. 7 and 10. We went on vacation together recently and we took the kids to a zoo that also had a few rides. The kids went on the rides while my sister and I got coffee nearby. We told them to meet us at a certain table when they were done. My 8-year-old came to me much earlier than her siblings, cousins. I asked if the rides scared her and she said no. She just skipped the lines. I asked for clarification and she said when there was extra space on the ride. They asked for single riders to come up to the front, so she did that for all 5 rides. I told her the point of her going with her siblings and cousins is to have fun with them and that it was selfish for her to leave them so she could cut the line. I told her I understand why she doesn't have many friends if this is how she acts all the time, and she started to cry and ran to my sister. My sister ended up buying her ice cream and said that I was too harsh. She told my husband and he's mad at me for speaking to her like that. AITA for calling my daughter selfish? YTA, your daughter did not cut in line. She volunteered when the ride operator asked for single riders. The point of vacation is to relax and enjoy yourselves. Your daughter did nothing wrong. Quite frankly, she's a pretty smart cookie. Just because her idea of fun isn't the same as yours doesn't give you the right to insult your child. I told her I understand why she doesn't have many friends if this is how she acts all the time, and she started to cry and ran to my sister. Yep. YTA. Alright. YTA, your words were cruel and inappropriate. Insulting her like a mean girl does not inspire her to change. You scorched her world with this one. I told her I understand why she doesn't have many friends if this is how she acts all the time, and she started to cry and ran to my sister. YTA. There's 5 kids and I bet they paired up and left her out. Most rides require 2 people. Tell me you dislike your child without telling me you dislike your child. YTA. You bullied your daughter. Instead of parenting your children, you left them alone and then attack your daughter for her choice to not wait with the others. She'll remember you telling her that she doesn't have friends for the rest of her life. You blamed her for your failure to supervise your own children. I told her I understand why she doesn't have many friends if this is how she acts all the time. I do not respect you saying that. YTA. YTA. There is no way you get to say the words, I understand why you don't have many friends, and not be the asshole. YTA. The kid has the confidence and independence to ride by herself. She doesn't need her siblings or cousins to hold her hand and was having fun. Your words were cruel and unnecessary. She didn't cut the line. The other kids just didn't take advantage of an opportunity. YTA. This was a teaching moment, not annihilate my child moment. YTA. Maybe the woman whose own sister, husband, and child are mad at her should look inward if she's concerned about actions resulting in loss of friends. YTA. First, I think the kids were too young to just let go on their own. They were nearby, but not in eyesight. That's not good. Second, there was an odd number which isn't good for rides. She took the single rider they all could have. She was faster. Third, what an awful thing to say to a child. She didn't cut the line. She wasn't selfish. And I bet she has a lot of friends. Way to drive your kid away from you. YTA. You are being too harsh. I'm surprised if you have any friends yourself op. Missing info. Are your other 2 boys, mom? YTA. YTA. The kids went on rides and you got coffee. Who was watching the kids? 8 was bored and stepped up to take advantage of opportunities. And you called her out? Really? Typical middle child. I bet 10 out of 10 and 7/7 were hanging out. I applaud 8 for being confident enough to step out and up. Maybe you should try some applause instead of berating comments. Fucks sake. Lady. At 8, any personality deficits your child has are your fault. And also she was helping out the authorities in the situation by taking that free seat. YTA. YTA calling your kids selfish and putting them down instead of explaining in a productive way why. Cutting lines instead of staying with her siblings and cousin was maybe not the best. Also, million times YTA just for this. I told her I understand why she doesn't have many friends if this is how she acts all the time, and she started to cry and ran to my sister. She is fecking 8. You are her mother. One of the main sources of giving stability and validation of her being okay and lovable the way she is. This kinda stuff can stick with her all her life and severely damage her psychologically by you saying that you think she is not good enough to have friends. WTF. I hope you apologize to her and think about how to talk to your children. Info. Exactly how many of these rides would all 5 children be able to ride together as in next to each other? Because most rides it's 2 per seating, which would leave 1 child out. Hence the need for single riders. She just cut out the need for a single rider to join them. YTA. Your words were cruel. Do understand that the singles line is designed to move the lines along as quickly as possible, while keeping standard-sized groups together? Do you know what the standard grouping was on those rides? Usually, it's 4, or multiples of 2. Great planning. Mom. S. Her own mom telling her, "This is why you don't have many friends," will be a core memory of hers forever. Congratulations on permanently and irreparably damaging your relationship with your daughter. YTA. To clarify, you left 5 children alone to go on rides so you and your sister could have coffee. But the 8-year-old is the selfish one? YTA. YTA. Your daughter found a smart way to get on all the rides she wanted and you call her selfish and say that is why she doesn't have friends. How cruel. You could have told her in a nicer way that the point of the outing was to hang out with her family. You didn't have to go nuclear. She is only 8. Words do hurt at that age, especially from a parent.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. AmITheAsshole is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.